All right, so in this video, we are getting ready for the Topic B and C Quiz, Module 2. So on this topic quiz, we're going to be looking at writing numerical expressions in words, then solving. But on the topic quiz, it kind of has us doing both the numerical expression and going from word form to a numerical expression. So it's important that our students are able to understand what a numerical expression is, which is something like this. And then word form, which would be written here. So just going to go ahead and say, this is a little hard. We need to make sure our students know that if we're doing addition, that's going to be sum. If we're doing subtraction, that's going to be difference. If we're doing multiplication, we are doing the product. And then if we are doing division, we could be looking for the quotient. Or we could say it was divided by. Again, multiplication, we could say it's times, or the product of. And then difference, we could say the difference of these two numbers. What is the difference of these two numbers? Subtracting, sum, addition. We just need to really understand that they know what these operations are. So let's go ahead and try these. So our expression over here says 10 times 2 and 5/10 plus 13 and 5/10. Well, really what this is saying is, remember, our parentheses are the first thing that need to be done. So we could say 10 times the sum of 2 5/10 plus, or and, sum of 2 and 5/10 and 13 and 5/10. And then we have to solve the expression. So 2 and 5/10 plus 13 and 5/10 is going to be 16 times 10, which is 160. So our value of the expression is 160. Again, order of operations are important. I'll go over those after I answer all these questions. And then over here, we have 98 minus 78 times 11. So we could say 11 times the difference of 98 and 78. Or we can say the difference of 98 and 78 times 11. So it doesn't, placement, the important thing is making sure that they understand which one they need to do first. So if it says find the difference of this, then times that. So we have the difference of 98 minus 78, or 98 and 78 times 11. And then really this question is just a repetition of A. And this question is a little different. We're going to find the product of 5 and 2 and add that to the product of 15 and 2. So we could say the product of 50 and 2 plus the product of 15 and 2. Now, I did accidentally forget to put the value of all the expressions on there. So the value of B was 220. The value of C is 2,600. And then the value of D is 130. Now, on the quiz tomorrow, it will not ask them for what is the value, but it will ask them to go between the expression, so the numerical expression, and the word form. Now, like I said, we're going to go over what the order of operations are, because it is important on the quiz tomorrow that they know the order of operations, and we have been working on those every single day. So hopefully we're starting to memorize our PEMDAS. So this stands for please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, but really it stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Now remember, these two are interchangeable. It just matters which one comes first. So if we had 9 times 9 divided by 8, this would come first because we read left to right, and when we do math problems, we work left to right, unless, for instance, there's a parentheses in certain places, so that's just important. But these two are interchangeable, and these are also interchangeable. Again, division might come first if we had 8 divided by 9 times 9, which you probably wouldn't see that. So really you would see something like 8 divided by 2 times 9. That's a little more 5th grade. And then again with addition and subtraction, we might see 2 plus 2 minus 1, but you also might see 2 minus 1 plus 2. And just remember the order in which that first operation comes for these simultaneous operations. So we can flip these around depending on the order in the operation and the numerical expression. Now, again, those rules are broken if we have them in parentheses. They happen after exponents, which again, an exponent is a base number. So say 10 raised to a power of 2. That's important that we remember and go over because we will see exponents more. Remember, base, and then this is the power, so the exponent. Just a little review right there, just for a couple of our kids that are still struggling with that. We won't see exponents on this test, but it is something that I would like the kids to keep reviewing on. All right, let's erase all of this and head to the next problem. All right, we're also going to see this problem right here. There is, I believe, 4 questions on this. Now, it's very important that the kids just understand that this is 36 times 134 equals 4,824. Now, this digit corresponds to this digit, these digits, and then these digits are the same. It's just that place value. So our answer is still going to be to have the same digits as our answer over here. So we have 4,824, but we know now that this is multiplied by hundreds. So really we have 4,824 hundredths, or 48 and 24 hundredths. And then that goes the same for the other two. These digits are the same. They correspond. Same digits, just different place value. And really we can move them up and down the place value chart all we want. And they would still have the same digits in their answer. This could be 84 times 2 and 674 thousandths, and this could be, or it could be 84 times 267 and 4/10. They would still have the same 6 digits in their answer, but their place value just differs. This is in tenths, so we'd have this one in tenths. This is in thousandths, so we would have this in thousandths. But this answer up here would be in hundredths. So our decimal would go 2 places up because our hundredths state that we have 2 numbers behind it. So that's hundredths. All right. And then for the last one, again, the same thing. We're multiplying by tenths here, so a little tricky. We did hundredths, and now we're doing by tenths. So we would have the same digit, but then we would just put it in the tenths place. 2 decimals accidentally. Just put it in the tenths place. And then if we're remembering our comma rules, we should know that it's 1 right here, 1 right here, 2, and then comma. So we have 6,109. And then same thing over here on this 2,246. Make sure we put that comma. So we go 1 place value, 2 place value, 1 place value, 2 place value, 3, comma. All right. This one will show up again 4 times. So let's make sure that we work with that. Same digits. We're going to have the same answer. So tomorrow on the quiz, I shouldn't see any other digits other than what these original digits were given. Hopefully I get these same digits over here. And hopefully the only mistake we see tomorrow on these questions is maybe decimal placement, but hopefully not. And then our last set of questions, it's just going to be that multiplication with some estimation. it states that on the quiz, it's going to say fill in the missing factors to find the given estimated product. So they're going to see a question just like this, but they're going to be given the answer. So the answer here would be 10. So they need to find, what is this? Now, they all know this squiggly line means estimate, and it also says fill in the missing factors to find the given the given estimated product. So it's important that they read that question, because this is a very easy couple of points. So again, they were given the 10, so they would need to know what 1 in 2100 rounds to, which is 1, and then what does 14 round to is 10. So an easy way for them to check it is just to actually multiply their estimated factors and make sure it gets the given product. That is one thing I try to get them to understand, is that if the question gives you the answer, you can check your work as many times as possible until you get the correct answer. Again, all right, so let's look at our actual multiplication, because multiplication is all on the quiz tomorrow. Again, you can look at module 11, 12, and I believe 10, 11, and 12 all have multiplication on there, whether it be with tenths, hundredths, or whole numbers. There's multiplication on all of them. And we're going to put that hundredths on here. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 1 again is 4. Just put that place value order. 8 times, made one of those mistakes. 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 1 again is 1. Add those together. 4, 9, 0, 1, 2. I got 20 and 94 hundredths, which seems a little further away from 10. It's a little further than we would normally see, but that's all right. I like to let the kids know that as long as it's in the tens place, as long as their number doesn't really exceed that tens place too far, they're close. Now, if they get a number where it's like 209 and 4/10, then they need to go back and check their answer, check their place value, and same thing with 2 and 9 for 2 and 94 thousandths. Like, I like to let them know we're rounding down on both of them, so our answer should never go below 10 because of the fact that we rounded down in our estimated product. We rounded down, so they should never go underneath that answer of rounding down. This would be the lowest answer possible would be 10. All right, so just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you guys can use these videos to study for your quiz. Have a nice night.